Hello, 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 and welcome to my channel, Sailorette.Plans. My name is Jessica. Today I'm actually filming outside. Right there is my sailboat, and hopefully this won't be too embarrassing because there's people around. But today is an exciting video. I want to give you something a little bit different. I'm sorry if the camera is shaking. It is a little windy out here. I have an exciting video for you all today, and I hope that you enjoy it. So if you are new to the planner community and you are interested in knowing some of the planner lingo or just don't understand it or what have you, this video is for you. So stay tuned. Okay, so I have a whole list of vocabulary here. So I'm just going to get that ready. In no particular order, I'm just going to go ahead and talk about some of these things. So the first one that comes up is Bujo, B-U-J-O. And Bujo is the first two letters of bullet journal. Bullet journal is a notebook. There's a whole variety of brands, but the number one most popular bullet journal notebooks are from Archer and Olive, and we'll talk about sizes and everything. I'll have them listed here eventually, but we'll talk about sizes in a little bit. But that's all it is. It's just a system in which you create your own trackers and things like that. I'm not really a bullet journaler, but I know a lot of people in the planner community are starting to dabble into that. So planning and Bujo are two kind of essentially different communities, but all relating to stationery. So I did move myself a little bit to block out the wind because the wind is coming from behind. So hopefully that won't interfere so much with the audio. My apologies if it does. I am trying to do some different aesthetic other than the boring inside of my messy sailboat. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is a sticker terminology, and it is called kiss cut. Now, kiss cut usually means super close to the edge of the sticker. I do have my Wrong Coffee Queen 2 PET tapes here to show you. So I'm going to go ahead and show them to you. And all it means is it's a really close cut to the edges of the sticker. And speaking of edges of the sticker, the next terminology I have for you is offset. So offset is the white border around the sticker, and usually some companies do have larger offsets, like Live Live Posh is one of them. Not throwing any kind of shade, it's okay. You can fussy cut, trim around it if if that bothers you, but the offset is the white border. So you would cut that off if you want to, but that's pretty common in stickers, is to have a little bit of an offset. And we did talk about some PET tape. So PET stands for polyester, and it's essentially made out of a plastic. I would say it's a little bit thinner than vinyl. So there's also different material types for sticker paper. We have the normal sticker paper. We have vinyl, which is kind of weatherproof and very smooth surface. We have PET tape. We also have washi tape material, which is very removable, kind of transparent. We also have clear stickers. So these are just the different types of materials that stickers are typically printed on. So next I want to go ahead and talk about what a catch-all is. I don't know if you heard of what catch-all is, but catch-all essentially is just a phrase used for a planner that kind of just encompasses everything. It catches everything that doesn't fit in your other planners, or just falls into your catch-all planner. So let's say you have a faith planning. If you have a budget planning, then you have, for example, I have a to-do list planner. And so if sometimes in your catch-all planner you will write all of those three things in your catch-all. So it kind of just flows into catch-all. Again, if I'm not doing a really good job of explaining, you guys, go ahead and ask as many questions as you want in the comment section. I will for sure get to you. If you have any other terminology that you are unfamiliar with, also please comment in the comment section down below so that others in the community can help each other out. I will get to you as well. So yes, I'm doing my best here. Next is a terminology called pre-plan. I use it all the time. Actually, in my videos, I have a November pre-plan, so you can go ahead and check the description down below. But essentially, pre-planning just means having an idea, kind of like looking ahead in your schedule or in your life and kind of mapping out what it is that you want for that month. So pre-planning looks very different to the individual person. So oftentimes I take pre-planning also as a way of gathering my stickers that I want to use for that month, typically my seasonal stickers. And sometimes I will plan my decorative planning around something I have pending or something that I have looking forward to. Like if I want to do, I know I'm going to go scuba diving, for example, in the next week. I want to go ahead and pull my scuba diving stickers out or any kind of underwater stickers and make sure that I note that I want to use these specific stickers from this company for that week. And it's just like an overall look ahead in the month. And it means you writing down what you have going on in that month, and also kind of not formally though, like I usually use sticky notes for this process, and then when the week comes or the time comes, then you can go ahead and decoratively plan. So I also want to get into the terminology planning. I know us planners in the planner community use the word planning a lot. So like plan with me's typically you are not actually seeing the real plans of that person for that week. So they're not actually writing their plans. Planning is kind of actually used more as an easy way for new people or just planners in the community to find that kind of content for inspiration typically. So like planning also could just mean decorative, like putting stickers down. I know that it could be a little bit confusing at first because all you're seeing is really just somebody decoratively putting stickers around their page and they're calling it planning, and it's like not exactly what you expected. But if you want to see written plans, those are actually called after the pen, meaning after you decorated your planner, you will use the pen to write in your plans. So I have a couple of those videos as well. I have them linked down below if you're interested in kind of what my mundane week looks like. So I'll have those linked down below. The next thing I want to go ahead and talk about, decorative planning style, which is actually most commonly used in the bullet journal community, and it is called waterfall tabs. So I haven't actually personally experimented with them, but I'll have like a picture here showing exactly what a waterfall tab is. I know that Jenny Joy Journals, I think is her Instagram handle, is kind of the person that kind of made this trend, and you just use washi tape on the edges that create a waterfall. I will have a video here showcasing that. It's super interesting. So the next thing would be Dutch doors, and Dutch doors is kind of cutting out your bullet journal, your bujo, to have an overview of your month or even within those same pages. Again, I will see if I could find something and post it like right here so that you have a visual image. And hopefully I'm not like butchering some of these things and explaining them well enough for you. The next thing I want to talk about is Frankenplanning. Frankenplanning is a term used a lot in the Happy Planner community, and it just basically means when you're taking a whole bunch of different planners to create the ultimate planner that you like aesthetically and even functionally. So what that means is, say you have two different planners and you want the guts, the inside pages of one planner, but don't like the dividers and covers of that one. So then you take another one that you enjoy, but the layout isn't exactly the way that you want. You will mix the two up, mix and match a lot, and get your own Franken planning and create your ultimate planner. So that leads to disc bound planners. There's different kinds of bound system planners. There's disc bound, coil or spiral bound. There's ring bound as well, and they are exactly as it sounds like. Disc planners are ones on discs like this. I'll show you that. And these discs, along with a specific punch, allow your planner pages to be removable and very, very customizable. This is what is super appealing to those that are attracted to the disc bound, specifically from Happy Planner. It is very, very customizable that way. You are able to franken plan when you have a disc bound planner. Ring bound are ones that are kind of exactly what it sounds like. They are like 6 punches usually, and they are in a kind of folio typically, and they're in a ring. So I'll again try to like insert a photo right here. Coil bound or spiral bound is what I use a lot in my memory keeping planner from Erin Condren. They are coil or spiral bound. You can take out the spiral and kind of customize your pages a little bit. I've done that before in the past. It does take significant more work than if you just were to have a disc bound or ring bound planner, but it is still possible. It's not totally impossible. So now that we've covered some of the different kinds of planners and also notebooks, Mojos, I want to go over some acronyms like EC. EC stands for Erin Condren, which is the brand that I personally use. We have HP, which is Happy Planner, not Harry Potter, Happy Planner, and they're known most for their disc bound planners, but have been expanding to bullet journals and ring bound planners and all the likes. We have TN, which stands for Traveler's Notebook. Again, this is actually more used for the bullet journaling community. Here we're going to go over sizes as well in a little bit. I want to also mention folio. You are wondering what a folio is, and basically it's just like a cover that you slide your planner in, and it's really pretty and super protected, and it adds the kind of like the beautiful aesthetic. There's many different kinds of folios. I will pop an image right here of one of them or several of them. It's just basically a really pretty cover for your planner. Okay, I want to talk about the term spread. Are just pages that you create in your bullet journal or in your planner. If it's just like one page, it's a spread, or several pages, they're spreads. That's just what we call them. The next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is the term Mambi sticks. It's actually kind of not being utilized as much, but Happy Planner used to call Mambi sticks. So Mambi stands for Me and My Big Ideas, and sticks is short for stickers, and they're usually the really large, extra large size stickers. So yeah, sorry, I'm getting distracted. There's people looking at boats, as you saw. Oh, this is embarrassing. Okay, next is more like an Instagram term, but when you take pictures, we call them flat lay, and usually you just put your spread or planner pages on a flat surface and you kind of take a top side down picture, like an overview of your spread. So I'll have an image of a couple of my flat lays that I put on Instagram, and you just make it really pretty, or as pretty as you possibly can, to add to the aesthetic. So next, this is more writing terminology, but ghosting and bleeding. So bleeding actually means, like, let's say you take a marker or like a really dark pen and you write and you notice that it's bleeding, meaning on the other side, on the back side of the page, you will see that the marker or really dark pen went through the other side of the page. So that's called bleeding. And ghosting essentially is the same thing. It just is a little bit of shadowing that you could see on the back side of the page. So moving on to planner sesh. I think this one is a little bit self-explanatory, but basically what that means is you sit down and have a planner time, which is typically involving stickers, and you get to decorate your planners with your friends, and it's super fun. I love having planner sessions, especially with my friends, but it doesn't have to be with friends. It could also be done solo as well. So now I want to talk about, sorry, I'm like looking at my phone because, I have some bullet points. Next, I want to talk about something called maximalist and minimalist. So this is kind of more style related in how you prefer to decorate your pages. So I would say if you like to have just a few stickers and are really, really focused on the functionality, meaning you need to have a lot of space for writing, then you're kind of more of a minimalist. And if you're somebody that loves a completely full spread, meaning full of writing, full of stickers, full of everything, all the stationary things, you are a maximalist. I typically am a maximalist. I love, love, love a full spread. And now I'm going to get into something else called no white space. So I am team no white space, meaning I do not like to leave blank white spaces in my planner. I typically like to fill them with writing or with stickers or washi or scrapbook paper or any kind of like medium like that. It's just because I enjoy that aesthetic. That doesn't mean being a maximalist means that you're not really into functionality, but it sometimes does mean that you sacrifice function for a no white space spread. Okay, so next I kind of want to talk about like dividers and like some layouts and sizes. I'm gonna have it posted right here. Archer and Olive does a really good job at like having the sizes for you and what each size is called. So I'm basically just going to go right now on their website, and they have the size for Traveler's Notebook, which is a 4x8. So I would say it's like a long pocket size, which is a 3.5 by 5.5. And these are inches, by the way. It's really neat that they have like a pen for size as reference. So that's pretty awesome. They have an A5, which is very, very, very common in the bullet journal community, which is a 5.75 by 8.25. They have the B5, which is one of my personal favorites, which is a 6.83 by 9.84. They also have a letter size, which is my number one most preferred, which is the absolute largest size, and it is the 8.5 by 11. Then they have a 9 by 9, which is like a square, and a smaller square, which is an 8 by 8. They have a B6 and a 4.92 by 6 by 0.92, and the A6, which is pocket size or mini Happy Planner terms. So for Happy Planner, they also have their, sizes called differently. They have Classics, which I think is a 7 by 9. So is Erin Condren. Erin Condren doesn't have like specific size names. They just have a 7 by 9 or 8 by 11, which is equal to letter size. But Happy Planner has a big, which is a letter size or 8 by 11. And I know this all sounds super confusing, but I promise you it's once you see it in person as well, you kind of gauge an understanding. And also if you like to follow different planner people or bullet journalers, you'll gauge a better idea on what it is that you might like. Honestly, I don't have all of the products. I live and travel full-time on a sailboat, so there's only limited products that I can show you, and I really do wish I can show you all of these things because I myself have been in the community for about 4 years now, but I just don't have all the things to show you. So but moving on, let's see what else I can touch on. So then those are sizes. So in terms of layouts, there are quad layouts. I know that Live Posh has been coming out with her own kinds of layouts. There's daily sheets as well. Again, a picture of it here, which daily sheets can be used exactly what it suggests on a daily basis. And they're meant for you to just jot down a quick, whatever you need. Like if you need more for that day and it doesn't fit in your planner, then you use daily sheets to kind of just jot everything down really quickly. You can decorate it, but I know that a lot of people that use daily sheets don't typically decorate their daily sheets. So let's see what else here. So we have aligned vertical. Verticals have 3 boxes, which could be used for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, morning, midday, evening, or just like one day. Like typically that's just what I do, but there's lines. At least 2 out of the 3 boxes have lines. Again, I'll have an image right here. And we have the teacher layout, which is supposed to be used for teachers, but so many people that aren't teachers use it for social media planning or for meal planning or anything like that. And we have dashboards, which again, I'll have posted right here. Dashboards I personally use for my social media planning. That's probably the most popular layout for social media planning. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I know this is kind of a long video. Again, let me know if you have any questions. It is starting to rain here, so I think I kind of just like wrap this up at the right time. So that's everything from me. Let me know if this is any kind of helpful. I'm here to help. And yeah, that's it. So it would really mean so very much to me if you subscribe to my channel. It is completely free. I don't make any money off of this and I'm not expecting to, but I would love to see a little bit of growth. And that's everything from me. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it so the algorithm also knows that you liked it. I hope to catch you on the next one. Bon voyage.